Ladies, now I know what I'm about to say is going to make a whole lot of you very, very upset, but this conversation, we definitely need to have this conversation. Now, if you are between the ages of 18 to 25, you need to be very careful the kind of advice you get from random people on social media. Now, let me tell you this. Not every woman giving relationship advice on social media, TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, is actually qualified to do that. Now, I'm not trying to throw shades on any person, but I will tell you this. Not every woman who is calling herself a boss lady is actually happy. This is facts. And I will say this. Not every woman telling you that a man is useless has actually built a successful relationship or has a successful family for you to take on that information and just run with it. And not every woman shouting, never respect a man, actually lives the kind of lifestyle that they are preaching or the kind of lifestyle that you want for yourself. So today, we are going to discuss about this dangerous trend affecting a whole lot of young African women. Let's get started.
Shout out to Mr. J. Mexico Jazz.
Mother Nature like, how the fuck you doing that, Mex? Trust me, I do a lot of shit like I'm doing much less. Got the mindset of DJ Khaled, I'm doing what's best. It's been body bags after body bags, so who is up next?
Welcome back once again. If you don't know who this is, they call me Mr. J. Yes, and you are tuned into Mr. J Official Reactions. I do react on everything music coming out from the motherland, but we are trying to move to different aspects of reaction. You feel me? Before we do get started, if you're not done it, please pause for a minute, hit that subscribe button, smash that like, and let's get into this whole thing, man. Yo, see, one of the biggest mistakes young people make is listening to people who have failed at something and then become experts overnight. Now, let me say this. Now, imagine you trying to learn how to become a millionaire from somebody who has never been a millionaire, or for somebody who failed at anything they did that would get them to be a millionaire. Now, that sounds crazy, right? Now, what happens in Africa is you see a whole lot of young women who are learning about relationship, marriage, social life from people online who actually failed or had their relationship collapsed on them. Now, I would say this is not a direct shot at any person, but if you feel this as a personal attack, man, then this is for you. You see, some women go through painful breakups. They go through divorce. They go through abandonment. And instead of healing, they turn their personal pain into an ideology. Yes, all my feminists, you know exactly who you are. And then suddenly, all men become useless to these type of women. All marriage is slavery to these type of women. Respecting the man is oppression to these type of women. And being submissive to your man in your relationship becomes like a weakness to this type of women. And every relationship problem is automatically the man's fault with these type of women. Now let me say this. This is not wisdom. But if you pay close attention, you will understand that that is pain actually speaking through these type of women. Unfortunately, a whole lot of women across Africa today, man, they pay attention to some of these folks who have woefully failed. For example, the likes of the Blessing CEO in Nigeria, who is a catastrophe. Like, she has been schooling so many young Nigerian women, and then look at how her life is. We are just getting to know that she is a fraud, big fraud star, a scammer, a liar, and everything underneath the sun that is bad. Remember, she pretended that she had cancer. And to think about that, some of these young women in Africa have been listening and watching and taking advice from this kind of a person. This is scary. Now, let me say this. Everything you see in women would do such things. That is Spain speaking. A person can hurt and still be wrong. Some women will never accept all this age. Now, you can be hurt from a relationship, or a man can hurt you, and you still will be wrong at the way you push your ideologies about what you think relationships are. Now, there's another group of women who come out and say, oh, all men are useless. This is one of the most dangerous lies online. Now, if you are a young woman and you have been watching this type of brainwashing, yes, I call it brainwashing because think about it. If a man is useless, right, who built the road? Who built bridges? Who builds houses? Who takes care of bills in the house? Who protects communities? Who fathers children? You want me to keep going? Who sacrifices their lives in war? Now, I know some of you will come under here, some of you feminists and, pro-women nonsense, mumbo jumbo, but now women are blah, 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 blah. Yes, but don't forget everything else I said. Because some women will want to go toe to toe with men, but they forget that there are certain things that, honestly, only a man can do. And the truth is very, very simple. Some men are useless. Some women are useless too. Let's not just generalize everything and push this feminist ideology just because we failed at our relationship, just because we do attract BS for men in our lives, and then we want every other young lady. See, the thing is, most people don't know that nowadays social media has become a big thing and a go-to sphere where so many people go to get inspiration and learn a whole lot of things. Are there good things on social media? Absolutely. But let me say this. The trend is a whole lot of the young women that I've seen, especially those coming out of Africa, typically those from Cameroon and Nigeria. You guys are picking up the wrong thing about what you think having a true and a flourishing relationship with a man is. Now, I'm not saying all of you are, but majority are. Let me say this. Most people are simply trying their best when they get into a relationship. Like, see, getting married doesn't mean that you are already perfect. You feel me? Everything that you face being single as a man and as a woman, you will still face them being married. Being in a relationship doesn't make you automatically unattractive to the opposite sex. Now, I'm talking about both men and women. You feel me? You will still get all of those things. But let me say this. The wrong thing that I always see most of these so-called relationship gurus do is judging all men because one man did something wrong to them, and they want to let the whole of motherland or the whole world know that all men ain't shit. I do not believe in that, but this is what is different though. When you judge all men for the sake of one man, that is crazy. It's just like judging all women for the sake of one woman. That doesn't go. It is intellectually dishonest to do that. And I will say this, young women must learn to separate individual experiences of these so-called relationship gurus from what is universally truthful. Because today there are a whole lot of women online trying to push this ideology that, oh, they don't need a man to survive. Oh, they can take care of this, but if you go down in the nitty-gritty, these women are out there just languishing in poverty, in stupidity, let me just say, in isolation, and they portray this nonsense online like they're living the life. I don't want to talk about those of my women in Cameroon because I know some of you guys will listen to this and start putting dumb stuff on them. See, feminism has made some of you guys so hateful, even to your own selves. It's shocking. And some of these ladies have children with other men, but yet they go online and talk BS about men. Now, let me say this, man. Another narrative is that equality does not mean disrespect. Yes, equality does not mean disrespect. Now, one message spreading rapidly on social media and online from all of these so-called feminists, I'm all boss lady and shit, is that women are equal to men. Therefore, women should never respect men. Young women, pay attention. This is very dangerous because when we look at our mothers were not stupid. Because some of these folks come online and say, oh, that was when our mother's period, that was our mother's era, that is our mother's time. No, let me tell you something. A traditional woman should be able to understand that what our mothers went through, it was because they went with this notion of keeping the family together. Today you see a couple, they have the slightest mistake. Oh, this one has already gone away. Even with the kids, they do not think what will happen to that kid. And let me say this. Women, generally you are supposed to respect your man. Now, because you get hurt by one man, do not generalize this. And I would say this, that any person who runs with this equality and women are equal to men, and so they don't have to respect men, I will tell you this, that statement, it makes absolutely no sense. Because equality and respect are not opposites. Yes, because if you want to be equal, see, any healthy relationship requires mutual respect. Something which all these women, feminists online who go around parading themselves as they are tough and this and that, they could not even manage and fathom. And let me tell you something. Research consistently shows that respect is one of the most strongest predictors of relationship satisfaction, commitment, and a long-term stability between a man and a woman. Couples who feel respected are most likely to remain satisfied and committed for a very long time to each other. Do not let these folks brainwash you, young woman. See, respect doesn't mean slavery. Respect does not mean, it is not worship. You don't have to be a slave or you don't have to worship your man. Respect simply means that treating another human being with dignity. A respectful woman deserves a respectful man, and a respectful man deserves a respectful woman. It's just what it is. The moment disrespects enter into the relationship, love eventually follows out the door. You feel me?
If you see me in the streets, better holler at me. Seeking for a beat, throw them dollars at me. I don't like defeat, take that away from me. You tryna be like me, you couldn't handle my story. But we gon' let you know, we gon' let you know. We gon' let you know, we gon' let you know.